Day 87, Billionaires Row, San Francisco. Billionaires Row, geographically, physically, is the last 3 blocks of Broadway Street in Upper Pacific Heights, bordering the Presidio, the Marina, Presidio Terrace, and then, like I said, Pacific Heights, but like I said, at the edge of Pacific Heights, because Upper Pacific Heights is quite different from Lower Pacific Heights, but it's all bougie. Actually, not quite different, just different levels of bouginess, but all bougie. So I don't know if it still has this distinction, but Billionaires Row was for many years like something like 5 or 6 of the 10 homes out of the top 10 homes that pay the highest property taxes in San Francisco are on Billionaires Row. I run a tour that goes down, the main feature is Billionaires Row, and then we go down the Lion Street steps and end at the Palace of Fine Arts. This was my first tour that I ran, the first tour that I created from scratch. Not the first one that I ran, but the first one that I ran all by myself, for my own company, my own business. But anyway, so let me see. The streets that border Billionaires Row are Lion Street, again, literally physically the Presidio National Forest. And then on the other end is the Visadero. And those 3 blocks contain so much drama, so much history, so much wealth and extravagance that, I hope you take my tour so you can learn about it. But I'll tell you a few features and notes of Billionaires Row. So in case it's not obvious, it's not the easiest neighborhood to get to. It's not the most accessible by public transit. And again, intentionally, rich people don't want the commoners being able to find easily access where they live. That's part of the whole deal with being wealthy politician and CEO and etc. Very white, very, very, very white. All right. So one end of Billionaires Row, just off of it, is one of Speaker Pelosi's mansions. Yep, where her husband was attacked. Go on and look it up. And then on the other end is, like I said, the Lion Street steps, and smack dab in the middle of the Lion Street steps was the former home of Dianne Feinstein. Many, many years, that was her home, literally right off of Billionaires Row. She has this nice little courtyard in front with a heart. That is one of these installations that you'll see all around San Francisco. But anyway, what else can I say about Billionaires Row? Larry Ellison owns a home there. The mayor and the mayor's family, who are descendants of Levi Strauss, they live on Billionaires Row. Alex Traina owns 2 homes on Billionaires Row. He was at one point Trump's ambassador to Austria. The Gettys have a double lot on Billionaires Row. So does University of Phoenix. The founders of University of Phoenix have a place on Billionaires. I already said Larry Ellison. At one point, Jay Paul, who's a huge developer, he's the owner of the second tallest building in San Francisco, 181 Fremont. At one point, he owned a huge house on Billionaires Row, and I'm pretty sure that's the largest house in San Francisco. Who else? Salesforce, Benioff, he owned that same home at one point that I just mentioned, and now he lives in Seacliff. So Billionaires Row, San Francisco, unlike any other part of the city, I hesitate to say that it's the most exclusive because, I hate to say this, but San Francisco's become nothing but exclusive pockets of wealth. So I don't know, is Billionaires Row more exclusive than Seacliff, than St. Francis Wood, than Presidio Terrace, the only gated community in San Francisco, pockets of the Marina, pockets of Cow Hollow? That's what San Francisco is. So anyway, that's a little bit about Billionaires Row.